Tell everybody, say good morning. It's fancy coffee time. Chubby was so happy last night. Because say, Mommy, I got a pregnancy pillow. My friend Baker texted me. And she's like, hey, for your rib, when my husband injured his rib, I got him a pregnancy pillow to help him sleep. I have not had a good night's sleep in 10 days. That changed last night. Because Baker is a fucking magical unicorn. I bought a pregnancy pillow. I was like, I don't even think it'll help. Oh my God. When I tell you, for the past 10 days, every night I wake up and I cry. Because I'm in pain. Last night, I woke up one time in the exact same position I fell asleep in. I woke up and I realized I wasn't in pain. And I fell right back to sleep. And it felt so magical. You have no idea. I was getting so cranky without a good night's sleep. Like, ever since I started my journey, I focus on 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. And not having that, all I'm saying is it felt good to sleep. Watch out, Chubbas. Gotta do some mommy stuff. Hold on. Mace gotta get her stuff. So, I'm up early because we have an appointment for our car at 9. I have to take my car to the shop. These trash men around here. Okay, we got a new trash company, and it wasn't our decision. The township just made choices for us. Our old trash company, we never once had a single solitary problem with them. Not once. This one, I think it's called Pro Waste or something. I don't know. Man, these trash men just be taking our trash cans and throwing them everywhere. So last week, I was driving home, and it was the morning after trash pickup. Who'd have thunk it? We legitimately had just gotten our car back from not having a car, right? Because of the whole lug nut situation, whatever. Anyways, I'm driving home, and it was morning after trash day, so there's trash cans everywhere, you know, because we just throw them wildly into the air. Chubby cheeks. No. Come here. I don't want to drink your fur in my coffee, okay? I'm trying to tell a story to our friends. So anyways, they had thrown a trash can, and some other guy hit the trash can over on that side of the road, right? I'm coming up around the bend, and the trash can flies into my car and smashes our bumper, cracks it, breaks it, everything. So that's what I get to do today. I get to go get an estimate done on the car so we can get our bumper fixed. But hey, I'm grateful my car is still running. I ain't even complaining about it because you know what? My car could have broke. It could have just straight up all the way broke. And it didn't. So yeah, I have to go do that. And then, you guys, my pain on a scale of 1 through 10 is like a 4. Okay? It was at like an 8, 9, 10 the other day. I wouldn't say 10. No, it definitely wasn't 10. It was like an 8. And I'm losing my mind. Okay? I'm losing my over-loving mind because I have not been to the gym in almost a week. Okay? I haven't strength trained since last Sunday. And that is what keeps me sane. So, I called my coach last night, okay? Because I was like begging my husband. I was like, can I please go to the gym? And he's like, babe, you can't go and you're gonna get hurt and you're gonna do too much. I know you. You're not gonna listen to me. Blah, blah, blah. So, I called coach. And fun fact, her name in my phone is stored as put me in coach, you know? So I was like, hey, we need to promise my husband that I'll behave myself at the gym. And so she promised my husband that she would make sure I don't overexert myself. And then she made me promise her that I'll hold myself accountable on if I'm in too much pain, I don't push myself and I get off the treadmill. So today, after the car thing, I'm gonna go back to training for the marathon. Not a lot, just a little. Okay, I'm not allowed to do a lot. I gotta be gentle, and I will be. Okay, just don't worry about it. I'm gonna be okay, but I need to get out of this house. I was like, legitimately so depressed yesterday. I wanted to cry because nobody understands how much the gym means to me up here. So today, I'm going back to the gym, and Soup Stoop's excited. Hold on, we gotta brew our coffee. Microwave this. No, I'm not, because it won't fit. I don't want to brew. Here we go again. Maybe need more water. sugar, creatine, electrolyte. Cheers. That don't sound right. That don't sound right. Pot can't lose. This is becoming like a daily battle. I'm losing my mind. Anyways, so today's gonna be a busy day. And I'm only gonna do like a mile or two on the treadmill. I'm not going crazy. I promised my husband and my coach I wouldn't. Like, if I'm not allowed to strength train for a month, I definitely at least need to be marathon training just to keep my head in check. Like, I'll admit it, the gym is my transfer addiction, and at least it's healthy, you know? Shout out to my coach for consoling my husband and letting him know we'll behave ourselves. She, when it answered that phone, I was calling her, and it got to like the fourth ring, and my husband's sitting there looking at me, and I was like, please answer, please answer. Because if she wouldn't have answered, he wouldn't be letting me go to the gym today. I mean, not that he has like full control over me, you know, but my husband is extremely protective over me because he knows how fucking stubborn I am. Okay? He knows how stubborn I am. And there's no changing that. Okay? But I forgot what I was gonna say. Son of a muffin. Oh, tomorrow, Friday, I will be on Talk Pittsburgh. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be posting the recipe today so that I can fill out the paperwork to send to the producer for tomorrow. I'll be there and doing a little segment. It's gonna be fun, exciting, how exciting. I've been on PTL a couple times, but never Talk Pittsburgh, so this is my first time on that show. How exciting, how exciting. Get our foam in here. The foam is the best part. Do a little fancy coffee is my favorite thing in the whole world. Yes. I don't know what it is, but that first sip, it like wakes my entire soul up. So, I need to get all this foam out of here. I told you it's my favorite part. 3 things I'm grateful for. My coach and her answering her phone last night. Number 2, pregnancy pillows. That, I'm telling you, if you ever know anybody with a rib injury, get them. And like when I opened it, I was like, this thing looks so dumb. Like, it's like, I don't know. I legitimately felt like I was sleeping in a cocoon last night. Okay? So, the third thing I'm grateful for is my husband. Because I know sometimes he drives me crazy with like trying to tell me that I do too much and trying to tell me to relax. But I know he does it because he loves me. And I love him. So those are my gratefuls. 3 things I love about myself. My creativity, never giving up. I've been struggling a lot up here lately because like my videos have not been performing well. And I made the decision to chase impact over views all day long. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just put out like 10 videos a day. And they're not doing good. So it's really messing with my head up here. But I need to stay on the game and know that my purpose is not in going viral. It's impacting people's hearts. So that's, yeah, I'm definitely staying up here on that one. And I even told my therapist that, like, I can't get in my own head because I know where my heart is. And if I get in my head, my heart is going to be mad at me. So, yeah, my willingness to never give up and be persistent and just keep going. And then third thing that I love about myself is that I'm a genius. Yeah. Because last night, dinner was so easy because I'm a genius. And I make soups in like multiple batches. And then I didn't know what I was going to cook. And everybody kept asking me all day yesterday, what's for dinner, Mom? What's for dinner, babe? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? And I didn't know. But I took one stroll down those stairs and found dinner in the freezer because I'm a genius. And I cook large portions so that we always have shit in the freezer. Then I also found like a whole bunch of bone broth that I didn't know was down there. So we're going to be tapping into that because I've been like, oh shit, I don't have any bone broth. But there's a whole bunch of bone broth in my freezer. I make so much of it. Every time I get a rotisserie chicken, I make bone broth and then I forget about it, okay? It's just who I am inside. Oh, I can't laugh. The doctor said this was going to get worse before it got better. I thought he was lying. He was not. He, in fact, was not. But yesterday, I did good. I didn't get much done. But again, like, I feel like it's more like my head over like just being depressed that I can't do what I want to do. And I did do a whole bunch of journaling yesterday, like journaling about stuff that I feel like I've been trying to avoid journal about. So, you know, given I've got all this extra time on my hands, I can focus on healing from some things. So my family's coming here to my house for Thanksgiving. I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving, and I'm going to do a 5K. And then I'll come back. We're doing steaks and seafood boil. So, like, I can do all the prep the day before. My brother's bringing the steaks. He'll have those already marinated. He's bringing the sausage. I'll clean all the crab. I'll clean all the shrimp. I'll get all that done. And then when they show up, we're just going to have a big, huge seafood boil and play some games. I think I'm going to I've been kind of thinking about, like, doing, like, one of those funny, like, childhood presentation things, like, not childhood presentations, but, like, PowerPoint presentations. And then I was like, no, because, like, I don't know if it could start a fight. I am excited. This is the first Thanksgiving that I've spent with my family in 9 years. And I'm just really pumped. There's a lot of trauma between us siblings. There's a lot of things that happened. But I feel like I'm finally at a place in my healing journey where, like, I can, you know, I'm working towards forgiveness for my biological mom, and she's actually going to be here. So, again, she's, like, not in the headspace to where I can talk to her about anything I need to talk to her about. It's not there. So I guess that's I thought it would make forgiving her a little bit harder, but it's making it a little bit easier because there's an empathy there that I wasn't expecting. And just getting a picture, getting to love on my brother and sister, you know, I'm excited. And I think I'm gonna have to lose in poker. I was talking to my brother, and I was like, we were talking about playing poker on Thanksgiving, and I was like, I don't think I've played poker since I got sober. But then we remembered that I did. I was at his house right when I very first got sober, and we played poker, and I was like, oh, well, obviously being sober versus being drunk playing poker does not increase my odds of winning, because I think I was like the first or second person on the game. Like, I go into poker and I have fun, but then it just gets so serious and I want to be done. Like, I don't care if there's money on the line. I just don't want to do it when people start to get cranky, you know? Like, 1 year, I think we just went over to my brother's house to hang out, but we took our kids and we had, like, a big poker game. And I think the pot was at, like, $250 or something like that. And I think Michael was 17 at the time. He rocked the house in poker, and it came down to him and my sister-in-law going head to head. And, like, at one point Diana looked at him, because you know how it gets when it's down to, like, two people in poker, right? It's just a back and forth. And she looked at Michael and she was like, what do you think? Should we split? Like, you just want to call it quits and we split? And I looked at Michael and I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Jason, he looked at me, he's like, Michael, don't do it. Just stay for a couple hands. And I think it was like 2 hands after that he wiped her out. He's like, I was like, you just lost all that money to his 16-year-old. And I didn't even know my son knew how to play poker all like that. But I mean, I guess, like, years of growing up around us, and he's, you know, we spent a lot of time with my brother and his family. They've always been real big on poker. So yeah, I'm excited. I feel so much better after a good night's sleep. Thank you, Baker, for texting me about the pregnancy pillow. And I'm gonna go because it is 7:13. I have to be out of this house to the appointment in an hour. I need to have my fancy coffee time, my journaling, and then I gotta do what coffee makes you do. Okay? I hope you have a wonderful day. What are your 3 things that you're grateful for? 3 things that you love about yourself? Tell me. Okay, love you. Bye.